My people, Deji is so restless. Like Nigerians are obedient, they are giving him wotowoto. Hey, so I listened to one of his interview on channel television. He's there saying if they eventually present Peter Obi as a presidential candidate for 2027, that he rather vote for Tinubu, this and that. Like, why is he even crying? Let him go to court and prove what he said about Peter Obi, right? That is what he wanted. I don't know why he's crying up and down. Why? Like, there is a difference between criticism and false allegation. He dared Peter Obi that if what he said about Peter Obi is not true, that Peter Obi should sue him. So, don't know why he is going from one TV station to another. Let him go to court and prove what he said about Peter Obi, instead of crying up and down. Anyway, Nigerians and obedient, they are still reacting. Oh. Let me leave some videos here so that you guys can watch. You guys can watch. Me, I'm busy today. Can't even sit down to do videos. I beg, just watch some videos, share it, give it a like, and also leave your thoughts in the comment section.
Explanation to me in his defense was that he had resigned from the company before he became a governor. I was flabbergasted. I couldn't just wait to get up to leave the place.
That lied. You lied. That's see, you lied. It's a lie. There's nobody that has ever met Peter Obi and did not want to beat him again and again. You lied. A fat lie. That being said, Deji and you have never supported any political party. This PDP boys don't cease to amaze me. You have never supported any political party. NPRO. Oh, precious Captain. I actually wanted to do this video shouting, telling you, my leader, I'm disappointed in you, but now, on the second thought, now prayers we owe you. Now prayers, all of us go gather, pray for you. For whatever that thing, that hate is in your heart, God need to purge it away. Because this one here, Chris, this level of anger, now be waiting that the co-assistance, Chris. How can you hate a man that has done nothing to you this much? For the government that have ruined millions of lives, you don't have a problem with them. You people, I don't know, but you never cease to amaze me. Obi offered you bribe. Peter Obi is a talk another thing. Obi does not give shish. People that know him, even his enemies, and they watch this video, they will laugh at you. Tinubu will say, no, Deji did not try. We all know this man gives no shishi. You went there sit down with for 2 hours. Campaign period 2023. He didn't even have time to sit with his team members for 2 hours. Sat with Deji. God will heal all of you. Broken children, God will heal you people. You told Peter Obi, I triple dare him to sue me. And Okote said, all right. Off we go. You go bring evidence from 2022. They wait till they come. Nobody has monopoly of madness. Say the man they keep on quiet. No me say be momo. And then don't sue you. You become as restless as an hyena. Everywhere interview. No beg. Sorry, no beggar for you. If you say no beggar for you, I feel beggar more. Daddy. Oh God, guys, I'll be right back. Oh, Google help me kill that beg.
I was so excited to see that Peter Obi has sued Deji. The same Deji that VDM has sacked. The same Deji that sees so many things wrong in this country. But the private citizen like Peter Obi has suddenly become his own problem. So Peter Obi, thank you very much for suing this guy, because for you to be the president of Nigeria, these people need to see your other side. Let them see the tough side of you. So Deji, go to court and defend yourself. If not, stop tarnishing the image of Peter Obi, a man that has worked so hard to build a sterling reputation for himself. Go to court now. And anybody, this is a warning, anybody that tries to tarnish the image of Peter Obi, their Peter Obi, take them headlong. A tough man. I love this style, I love this courage, I love this step. God bless you.
Because of time, Adeoju was vituperating earlier today in a Monitor television program. You remember that Peter Obi sued him and said that he should retract some of the defamatory statements and slanderous comments he has made about him unprovoked. That is, Deji Adeoju has called Peter Obi names and unprovoked. Well, the thing a couple of persons will say, this politicians who are very popular should expect all of this on their personality, just like President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been called all forms of names and all whatnot. He hasn't decided to stifle anyone or sue anyone. When you have a number of Nigerians who criticize him on a daily basis, they say it's part of politics. But Deji Adeoju says Peter Obi should do his worst and called him several names. He says he hobnobs with criminal structures. He called him a political fraud, called him a political prostitute. He's parading himself as a messiah, and that after saying that he would never leave ABGA, but now he has left ABGA to PDP, from PDP to Labour Party, and he's hobnobbing with certain elements that he supposedly is against. He talked about the toxicity of the obedient movement, and obviously said let him do his worst. He doesn't care. How do you react to this?
That is very unfortunate. 2 years ago, or even a few months ago, Adeoju was for Peter Obi. He was saying all the nice things in favor of Peter. All of a sudden,
not this year. Not this year. Throughout this year, I don't think he's ever made any. Not this year, sir. Not this year. He hasn't made any positive comment this year.
I said in the past.
Way back 2022, yes. 2022, thereabout, before the election.
So what changed? Exactly, what changed?
I don't know.
What changed? Apparently, what they were expecting Peter Obi to do, he has not done it. The money he was expecting, he didn't get it.
He claimed that Peter Obi tried to give him money and he declined. He said he's not that kind of person. So he did not attribute money to the situation. He said he cannot be bought. I think his main grouse is that the Obedient movement insulted his wife, I think, and that's what he's saying is the issue for him.
Please, let's not look at this in this way. Look at it this way. What is the guarantee that the person that insulted his wife are obedient people?
Mm-hmm.
Please, even at that, how does that concern Peter Obi? If Peter Obi monitoring everybody speaking for him on social media and all that, people just talk as if they are talking to food. Why can he be talking like this? Please, is there any evidence that Peter Obi instructed his followers to insult his wife? Is there any evidence? It could be NPC people causing this problem for Peter Obi here and there. So why would Adeoju take it out on Peter Obi? On what ground? Is there any evidence that Peter Obi even know all the people that are following him on social media? Is there any evidence? This was exactly what Ole Sheka said the other time, and we were calling them foxes. I have told you, you see the social media, there is nothing you cannot see or hear from there. Don't take it to the bank. There is no way Peter B will allow anybody to insult anybody on his behalf. He is not enough to speak for himself. So why would you now use what people said against you as coming from Peter B? It's wrong. Very, very wrong. I expected that they need to know better. Okay, we can't pass the people directly, and then if you want to go to court against those people, since you can identify them and their tweets. Take it to the court now, instead of insulting Peter B. You know, the only reason why these things are going on, as I told you, any iron that is not hot, all manner of things will take there. I cannot see any fly catching on a hot iron. It has never happened. They are taking advantage of Peter B's gentility and peaceful nature. Not like the Igbos. I mean, if Peter B had been a very aggressive person and he had thoughts following him and all that, look, it will be difficult for him to receive such insults. Very, very difficult. That's the truth. So I think should be very, very careful. He shouldn't be talking like this. That they are insulted. What kind of thought is that? It's not even Peter B. You say it's the movement. That means you don't even understand how this is work. You don't talk anyhow. Unfortunately, Peter B doesn't have a spokesperson who can give it to him back to back.
Well, he has some spokespersons. He has Dr. Mo, He has Yunus Atanko, who is director of the Obedient Movement. This person sometimes comes, tweet on his behalf, react on his behalf, make statements on his behalf.
His work, what Yunusa is doing is different from the role exposed person is supposed to be playing. Like some of the attacks that Peter Obi is receiving, somebody should be there to counter it. That is, before you even finish speaking, the person would have replied you 3 times. That is what I'm talking about. Like you said, you said it now. At least the way we countered it this evening, is that not the right thing to tell him? That's what I'm expecting from Peter this processing. There's no way he can take that into court and succeed. That Peter this obedient movement. Is there any time where they heard meeting that Peter this attack Adeoji for me, attack his family, attack his wife?
A couple of people think that he's just trying to become well talked about, use Peter Obi to rise to fame, sort of engender some form of attraction from the government of the day, despite him criticizing the APC publicly that he could literally be looking or exchange for their service. He usually aligns with Omoyele Sowore, but lately they've not really been aligning together, and so maybe he needs something to research his person or his career, and seem to be someone who supposedly has some tactics when it comes to political maneuvers and political strategy. There were also talks that or some accusations that you had a situation way back in the UK and the US for a murder-related case, and it was Festus Keyamo who actually helped him out at the time. A couple of all these issues came up concerning his personality. He had also campaigned to be the secretary of the People's Democratic Party too. There were talks that before he went into activism, he also wanted to be a politician. Maybe that did not work, and then he went into activism. So a couple of people think all of what he has been doing has always been for the media front, the media facade, not necessarily being dedicated or committed to whatever endeavor or activism he's all about.
You remember that Charlie Boy was with this guy. It was this guy that made Charlie Boy to relocate to the southeast. This same man, it was him, over money. Meanwhile, he said that he wanted to give him money and he doesn't want money. But it was money. It was money that separated him from Charlie Boy. It was money. So why all these pretense, Esther? Why all these pretense? You think he's very clever. He's not clever. He's not clever. The last time I checked, he's not an active lawyer. He's not practicing. So where is he getting his source of funds? Where is he getting his money? If not that he's being sponsored by some people. Where is he getting his money? Look, you see this thing they're doing to Sowore, that the IGP want to know his bank account. The money that is going in there, they're going out. They will do it to Adeoji. Each is not taking. If he continues to run his mouth the way he's running, they will probe him to know what is behind him and where he's getting his source of funds. That's the truth. Because when people come out, they'll be acting like a later day human rights activists. Meanwhile, they are pursuing their selfish interests. If you want to shine, not with it to be, you should not be insulting him. Esther, it is not, I can't even see where the information comes from. You just woke up and start talking. Obedient movement insulted. Why can't you insult them back? Insult them back instead of insulting people because he's quiet and gentle. Is that not true? If people have a thought behind him, of course, those thoughts will come after you by now. Yes, because that is how Nigerian politics has gotten to now. Most procedures, they have people who are doing their dirty job.
Well, Barrister Darlington, there are talks that when People's Gazette came up with the leaked audio between Peter Obi and the bishop, that he said he was going to sue People's Gazette for that, considering he called it blackmail or scandal or libel against his person, that audio that leaked wasn't true from People's Gazette, and that up till now he did not sue them. A couple of people feel that the open declaration against Deji to retract all the libelous statements he has made, that he may not pursue it to court because he had not pursued the one with People's Gazette. Do you think that we may have a similar situation, that it may not get to court, or Peter Obi may just pursue it, or everything just dies down and nothing happens?
I remember when Rubadu threatened that he would go to court against Aisha Yusuf for exposing all he said against Tinubu. Mohbad denied it and threatened he will go to court. Up to today, did he go to court? Some of us are even begging him, please go to court, so that more evidence will come out. I analyzed it, and I added to what he did. So what are you saying? Look, this is where I would expect to be, not to talk or reply these people. These people that have been making, yes.
So somebody comes out and calls you all sorts of names unprovoked. Calls you. Did you listen to the interview today, Barrister Darlington? It felt like somebody who hates somebody. I know it's politics, but should politics be involved? Should there be sentiments to politics?
You don't get it. I said, if P2B have a spokesperson, who will be taking this bullet for him, it will be a bit better. I can't remember when people replied to anybody. I can't remember. Because his processes are all over the place. Firing from all cylinder. This is what I expect P2B to do. Like this is not that happen. He's not supposed to talk or threaten anybody. It is succession. So that you not doing anything directly to him. That is what I expect him to do. I have said it severally. How many times did he have Tinubu replying anybody or exchanging words with anybody? How many times? Even the ones that are very obvious and very fast, he will not talk. Those who will reply are there. So what are you to do the same? Because by the time he was not to say he go to God, how many courts will he go to?
Well, Deji sounds confident. He said he has evidence against him. So let's see if Deji refuses to retract his statement, then let the matter go to court. And Peter Obi should prove that what Deji said is untrue, because he made a couple of statements. I would play the recording during the evening rush. You recall that, what's his name? Asari Dokubo made such a statement before by calling Peter Obi a drug carrier, that there's a woman in Peru or something who is languishing in prison on his behalf for carrying drugs. And I think you suggested that Peter Obi should sue Asari Dokubo for coming up with such a libelous, untrue statement. It was Reno Omokri who took it upon himself to investigate that allegation from Asari Dokubo, and he found out that what Asari Dokubo said was complete lies and untrue. And Reno Omokri came out to say, in as much as I don't support Obi, or that he doesn't want Obi to become a president, all that Asari Dokubo said were basic lies, that he contacted the prison in Peru, contacted all of them, and none of such ever happened. So do you think it's the same thing here, where people eschew lies, propaganda, malicious, fake statements against an individual and has no backing, but they say it boldly and confidently? Do you think that this is one of such instances?
Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. Imagine if Omokri did not come out. Everybody knows that Omokri.
But Asari Dokubo did not apologize after he made such a statement that is false and malicious on his Facebook page, despite Reno telling him that what he said was not true. So again, it seems like this is a trend in politics. I don't know if it's just in this part of the world or it's the world over, where every form of machinery is applied to dent the other person's image.
Esther,
sir, I'm listening to you.
Let me tell you a proverb.
Okay, sir.
Do you know the proverb of the dog and the goat?
No, sir, please tell me.
A dog was in a compound. Whenever anything passed, the dog would be backing and backing and backing. You know, rattle everybody within the street and within the area. And then when the thing became too much, the goat now told the dog and said, come, you see this thing you are backing like this. I've been here before you. And then, you know, the dog would tell the goat to shut up. That don't you know that if not that I'm backing like this, they would have used me to do offering in the church. I mean, have you seen anybody taking a dog to church for offering? Have you seen it? It's always the good, the foul. That is the structure of life. Please, how many times has Atiku been assaulted by any of these people? I mean Atiku, Erufai. Peter, what's his name? Amechi. With all the damage these people are carrying, how many times have they been insulted like to be dead? That's it. The same thing is, Jonathan suffered the same thing because he was in gentility. It's not true. Jonathan suffered the same thing. So it's not a trend. It is as you make your bed, so shall you lie on it. I have told you, Esther, I am not a gentleman who. Good people are in Acton Cemetery. That's where they are. when it comes to Nigerian politics, if you're a good boy, you will suffer a lot of what? Insults. That was why they killed Jesus Christ, because he was so quiet, so gentle. Even being have the power, he said, don't compare yourself with Jesus Christ, because his mission was cut out for him. Don't compare yourself with Jesus Christ. If you are going to succeed with these people, you need to flex your muscle. That's the truth.
But my question is that you think that there are certain persons who have made bold and false statements against him. He did not sue them. That how come he's now suing Deji Adeyanju? Because if you had listened to Asari Dokubo's live, I think I played it on this platform, he categorically stated that Peter Obi sent a lady to ferry drugs abroad and it led to her arrest and incarceration in Peru. Okay, he made it so he said the ladies languishing on Peter Obi's behalf, that it was even Peter Obi's brother that was running the franchise for him. Now, Reno Mokri had to debunk that allegation and said that it wasn't true. It's false.
You have said it before. Listen, it is because, hold on, you know why?
Why?
There was such a thing. It is not Asari that will come up with it. APC, they would have dug up these debts before now. Are you telling me? They would have got it up. Remember when the passport issue came up in Heathrow Airport? When
he was delayed for a couple of hours, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
That was prior to the 2023 elections.
Exactly. You saw what they did. At the end of the day, the person that was fingered was an APC person. And they told the people to take action. They ignored them. So, what I'm telling you is that if Peter B has such a budget, it would have come up before now. They would have dug up everything about him. They tried everything they could to check his administration in Francis. They couldn't find anything. So they are not digging up debt here and there. And that is because Peter B doesn't have the exposed person. They are talking of people attacking, biggest attacking them. Imagine. This one that you are attacking people, we are not talking about it. But when some people now who are now being loyal to him, who see him as their mentor and all that, when they now want to protect their owner, their own, you start making noise. The insult you are giving him now, and what you claim they told you, is it the same thing? Is it the same thing that they are doing? So when these people are talking, the public will be, they have seen him finish. He's not a very aggressive person. He's not assertive. They now took advantage of him. Going into 2023, he will see more. They will insult him more and more, Esther. I'm telling you. So the earlier he keep quiet, the better. Instead of threatening him, how many courts will he go to? How many courts are Esther? How many? That's the only reason I say you should keep quiet. But there's no need to answer them. There's no need. Whatever they say, let it be so. It's as simple as that. Just the same way Tinubu has been keeping quiet. Even with Tinubu, look at all the baggage Tinubu is carrying, Esther. From Chicago to CIA to FBI. Have you seen Tinubu one day answering anybody? He did not keep quiet over those things.
But some people say that if he doesn't say anything, it could pass off to be true.
So American government, why can't Tinubu see them? Why is he fighting that they should not release his record in US? So why is he fighting that the court should not release his record? If it is clean, is that not the end of the matter? If you have a good record, you will be the one to release it. You don't wait, but you are fighting very hard that that record should not be made public. What was the reason? Tell me, if the record is clean, why can't you allow the court to release it? So telling me that there's not is a lie. There is something there. There is something there.
Welcome to Shamrasi.